For decades, humanity has gazed into the infinite darkness of space with hope, curiosity, and unshakable dreams. We have not been content merely to discover new planets or to chart distant stars. No, what we seek is something different, something almost impossible. We built machines like Voyager, Hubble, and now the James Webb Space Telescope, not only to observe but to uncover what lies beyond the boundaries of time itself. But what Webb may have found is not simply a secret written in the stars. It may be a message, or far more unsettling, something alive. At first, 3I Atlas appeared as little more than a faint glimmer, a wandering light lost among the countless stars. Astronomers thought it was just another rock, a solitary traveler, a cosmic ghost drifting quietly through the void. But soon they realized it was different. The object did not simply shine. It pulsed, not randomly, not irregularly, but with the unmistakable rhythm of intention, like a heartbeat, like a sign. And what followed was not just a mystery, it was a warning. Stay with me until the end. Because if the theories of some scientists are even partially true, then the truth is terrifying. We are not alone. And perhaps we never were. James Webb was designed to pierce deeper into space than any instrument before it, to see beyond galaxies, beyond the fiery cradles where stars are born, beyond the very limits of cosmic history. Yet, during a routine scan, its sensors locked onto something it should not have seen. A solitary light, moving in a way no natural body ever could. This was the 3I Atlas, the third extraordinary interstellar object observed in our solar system. Oumuamua came first, then Borisov. Both strange, both enigmatic, but silent. 3I Atlas was not silent. 3I Atlas was screaming. At first it was dismissed as a comet, a highly reflective one, coated in ice. But Webb's infrared readings shattered that assumption. This object did not simply reflect sunlight, it generated heat. Faint, yes, but focused and consistent. This was not the chaotic signature of an inert rock. This was the thermal trace of activity. As data streamed back, the strangest of patterns appeared. A rhythmic thermal pulse repeating again and again with eerie precision. Comets are messy, chaotic things, outgassing unpredictably as ice vaporizes. But 3I Atlas was not chaotic. Its pulse was regular, machine-like. When compared with pulsars, quasars, neutron stars, even exotic astrophysical phenomena, nothing matched. Then came the photometric data. The spectrum of light it produced was not diffuse, not scattered. It was narrow, focused. Thin bands of energy at precise intervals, the sort we humans use in communication. Satellites, lasers, spacecraft. At this moment, a chilling whisper echoed through the scientific community. What if this is not a reflection? What if it is a signal? Analysts filtered the data using Fourier transforms, stripping noise from order, and hidden within apparent chaos they found a pulse, a quiet coded whisper buried in radiation. It resembled structured data. Some argued it was a message. Others insisted it was telemetry, information transmitted elsewhere. But there was something even stranger. The signal never changed. From the first moment Webb detected it, through days of observation, it remained identical. This was not the dying wail of a star. This was not a drifting echo of a planetary body. This was persistence. This was something that wanted to be heard, or worse, something that wanted to be listened to. And then everything changed. In less than 2 minutes, 3I Atlas erupted with light. Its brightness spiked by 40%. No natural object shines so symmetrically so suddenly. Thermographic data showed the entire body warming in unison, as though some vast machine had powered on. And then its orbit shifted. First a small deviation, then a deliberate course correction. Atlas was no longer bound passively by gravity. It was steering. It was not coming directly to Earth, but its new path aligned with the inner planets, sharing our orbital plane. Something had awakened, and it was moving with intent. At the European Southern Observatory, scientists reprocessed the spectrum using biodetection algorithms, tools designed to identify faint organic molecules on faraway exoplanets. The results stunned them. The emissions contained vibrations eerily similar to biological rhythms. Not DNA, not proteins, but resonances familiar to cellular activity. In other words, the light from 3I Atlas behaved as if it came from something alive. This was not geology. This was not chance. This was signaling through resonance. There were only two possibilities. Either the object itself was alive, or it carried something alive within it. Excitement collapsed into fear when the signal abruptly changed. The pulses weakened. Thermal readings flattened. Spectral resonance diminished. And yet, despite this decline, 3i Atlas continued on course, as though a machine had entered stealth mode, as though it were holding its breath. A terrifying theory emerged. Perhaps it had detected us. Perhaps it was concealing itself. Perhaps it had done this before. Then came Earth's response. In the South Atlantic anomaly, the weakest zone of Earth's magnetic field, detectors recorded sudden electromagnetic disturbances. These were not caused by solar flares, not by cosmic radiation. They coincided with Atlas's orbital adjustments. No comet, no asteroid had ever triggered Earth's magnetosphere from such a distance. The conclusion was inescapable. Earth and Atlas were connected. And if we were connected, then we were being studied. Independent researchers proposed an astonishing hypothesis. 3i Atlas was not a mere spacecraft. It was not a probe. It was an intelligence, a consciousness, not built from carbon and neurons, but from plasma, fields, and engineered systems. A life form that had evolved in the dark between the stars. If true, then Atlas was not a visitor. It was a messenger, a representative of a civilization that hides in comets, drifts quietly between galaxies, and waits for young species to take notice. And we had noticed. Webb detected further anomalies. Gravitational measurements revealed distortions inconsistent with its mass. The curvature of space-time around Atlas was stronger than it should have been. The only known objects capable of this were black holes, yet Atlas was smaller than the Moon. Theorists suggested it could manipulate gravity, altering its mass like a submarine adjusting ballast to glide silently. If true, this was not unknown physics. This was mastered physics. Then came undeniable proof. Atlas shed a fragment. At first it looked like debris, but Webb revealed the truth. The fragment was geometric, smooth, flat planes, right angles, perfect symmetry. It was manufactured, and it was silent. It emitted no heat, no radiation. It absorbed light and gave nothing back. Invisible, watching, and its material was like nothing ever found on Earth or in meteorites. It was alien engineering. Observatories tracked Atlas's spin. Its rotation was not random. It aligned with mathematical constants, pi, the golden ratio, prime numbers. The spin itself was a message, a Morse code written in motion, a language waiting to be deciphered. This was no coincidence. This was intention. And so the question deepened. Were we observers? Or were we the targets? Further Webb scans revealed organic signals, but not in the form of molecules. They were scaffolds, frameworks, templates of potential life, perhaps camouflage to trick our sensors, or perhaps cargo, seeds, codes for biology. Atlas might not simply be watching. It might be carrying the blueprint of life itself. Magnetic instruments then detected rhythmic pulses, grouped in threes. A metronome in space. A handshake protocol. Scientists responded. They transmitted prime numbers, binary mathematics, even musical tones. There was no answer, no echo. But an hour later, Atlas's rotation shifted. Slightly, deliberately. Some called it acknowledgement. Others called it rejection. But all agreed it was not random. It was aware, and it had chosen silence. Historical data revealed Atlas may have visited before. Distortions near Mars in 1998 and 2013 coincided with unexplained radio bursts and gravitational anomalies. Atlas was not passing through. It was recurring, observing, monitoring. Updated orbital calculations brought further revelations. It was not heading toward Earth or the Sun. Its path bent toward Europa, moon of Jupiter, and Enceladus, moon of Saturn. Both worlds hide oceans beneath their frozen crusts. Both are prime candidates for alien life. Perhaps Atlas never cared about Earth at all. Perhaps its mission is to observe or awaken life beneath the ice. And then the most disturbing theory took root. Atlas does not send signals because it does not need to. It listens. It observes. It reads magnetic fields, atmospheric resonance, radio chatter, biological rhythms. A perfect spy, silent, undetectable. If it has been here before, then it has already sent its report. The final discovery came from Caltech. Geneticists compared Atlas's spectral patterns to Earth's genome. The parallels were undeniable. Viral motifs, repeated nucleotides, ancient echoes of DNA. Atlas may not just carry the seeds of life. It may carry the instructions, the code, the spark itself. And if so, then the question is not what Atlas is, but who sent it. 3i Atlas is no longer just a visitor. It is a challenge, a mirror held to our arrogance, our fears. We looked into the abyss to study it. Instead, we found it studying us, and perhaps it always has. Because everything points not to nature, but to purpose. And purpose means we are no longer alone. That is the real fear. That our signals have not disappeared into the void, but reached something. Something ancient, something patient. And now it has returned. Atlas, whether probe, messenger, or seed carrier, is here with intent. And though it has not spoken, its silence is louder than words. So we must ask, what is it waiting for? Look to the sky. This story is not over.